Hello everyone and welcome back to the darkest dungeon where I cannot stay away. I am really enjoying playing this game, and every time I stop recording, I just want to play another round, and so here we are. Hey Callie, you want to come up here? Come here. What are you doing? Okay, you gonna go up there and sleep? That's good. Alright, good. Let's see here. What do we want to do? Wow. We should probably put Rathgeber in some sort of... Well, we've got several people who could use a little bit of healing. Let's take a look at our buildings again. We just made our blood bank. I'm going to call it the blood bank from now on, because I can't remember what it's called. I do like the idea of this one. Idle stress relief in town increased by 10 per week. That's pretty good. That's really good. 200 crests. We are getting there. We have 60. It's not too bad. What else would be good to have? I had a commenter mention that the granary is good to have. Some food granted for free each week. That does seem nice. It does save you a lot of money. Needs more busts. We just finished using all of our current ones, so that might be a while. Yeah, interest gained on saved gold is pretty nice. Like for if we had kept all 40,000 we had last time before we spent some, you know, that would have been like 2,000 gold in a week. I mean, that's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. We are missing other blueprints is the thing, so we can't do any of those for a while. Let's just do a run of some sort. Let's just take a look and see what our rewards are like. Okay, we're leveling up the ruins some more, of course. Mercurial Salve. 25% damage versus bloodsuckers. Interesting. Alright. A little specialized, but good, probably. Book of Rage. 25% damage of HP below 33% and 5 crit. Don't really want to take that, I don't think. Moonring is very good if you're planning to do a no-light run. We are not. Not right now, at least. I do like the Steady Brazier. Just a very, very good item. 10% accuracy for range skills, or the mere -2 dodge is really, really good. And we only have one of those right now, I believe. We've seen the survival guide already. There's another sun cloak. That would be okay. Another poisoned herb. We already have one. Heavy boots. 40% move resist, 10% protection for -2 speed. That is pretty nice, actually. It means that your front line does not get kicked back into your back line very often. And they have extra protection, which is great. That might be worth doing. Medium mission for the wield? Yeah. And another antiquarian protection. 25% protection. Idle. I wouldn't mind doing the Warrens because we could level this up one more time, and a medium mission to the Warrens for a Steady Bracer would not be bad. It's either that or the Heavy Boots. But I think because the Warrens are close to being leveled up, I think I'm tempted to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm tempted to do that. Let's see, so that is a apprentice level mission, so we could take our new Grave Robber, which I would like to do, and she is the best, the way I have her kitted out, in the 3rd position. We could take Corey again. She did not get much stress last time. This is a medium mission, so we will have a campfire, so we'll have a way of getting lower stress, and it would help us get a lot of money, but again, she's not very useful on her own. We have a new Apostle that we, or not Apostle, a new Vestal, I should say, that we could take. And she is very strong in damage, if not in healing, so she might suffice as an additional damage dealer, which would not be bad. So that just leaves our 2nd position, and we should take someone who is very, very strong in damage. That would be important in this case. And I really don't have anyone. Malvolette needs some stress healing, even though he would be decent in the 2nd position. I could risk that. It might be worthwhile. I could also take Theboost. We took Tuliz last time, so she had her chance. We could take Theboost instead. Decent kit out. I do like Iron Swan quite a bit. Wicked Hack is great. I don't care for Bleed Out very much, honestly, but maybe I should. I mean, it's a debuff to herself, but the damage on that is really strong. The problem is it only hits the front target. And I just find that to be a little bit too... just a little bit too... what is the term? Limiting. A little bit too limiting. Yeah, that's it. We could move our Quintaquarian back to rank 2. She's fine in any position, honestly. But we should switch out Protect Me if we are going to take her. So let's go back to our area here, our hamlet, and put in Ori and see what else we could take. The only other option that is still usable in the first slot is Get Down, which takes her back one, which I really would not prefer to do. I could re-kit her entirely and use her as a buffer in the back 2 slots if I wanted to. That is an option, but that means unseating our Vestal, which I'm not real thrilled to do. She does have a heal, but it's 1-to-1. It's not good. I am kind of curious what it upgrades to, so I'm going to pop this just to see. What does it upgrade to? 1-to-2. Yeah, it's not very good. Okay. Never mind. We will keep her in the front. Yeah, I'm not real thrilled about that, but I don't really have a better option at the moment. Protect Me will never be used, but that's okay. We'll just use her other 3 abilities, and that's the way it goes. I could take Lovett as a damage dealer. He's decent as a damage dealer, not a problem. He can use Word Construction in any rank. We could take him instead of our Vestal, actually. That is an option. He could not use our Sacrificial Stab in that position, though. Or he can't use Abyssal Artillery, one of the 2. We could put him in the second position and give him Hands from the Abyss instead, which has a stun on it. That might be an interesting way to do it. Yeah, okay, let's try this out. Let's put Lovett in here, and let's grab Hands from the Abyss. And instead of Abyssal Artillery, because we're not going to be in the back, we'll give him that. Go back to Embark. We'll put him in there. Put our Antiquarian in the back? And then we can have our Antiquarian be more of a buffer. We can grab... We can keep Fortifying Vapors if we wanted to. It's not great, but it's a little bit of a heal. And we could take Invigorating Vapors if we wanted to, for 3 extra dodge. I don't really care for that, but it could be interesting. It could be interesting. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a little bit of a try. We'll get rid of that. We'll take that. At least she has a little bit of healing. Yeah. Okay. This is interesting, right? At least it's interesting. Our damage is going to be okay because we do have the Grave Robber, and Lovett is going to be mostly a damage dealer in this team. But he does have his heal if we need it. Okay, let's take a look. What can we give our Barbarian? Extra protection, extra dodge if the torch is above 75 is great. 40% healing received seems very strong. Although extra virtue chance would be very, very good. Alternatively, extra damage, but minus max HP for additional stress. We could give Lovett 30% healing skills, and then 15% healing skills. That will make his heal extremely powerful. Like, very, very powerful. That could be interesting. I would normally like to give him... What was the one I liked? This one. 4% crit versus Eldritch, and 20% damage versus Eldritch. Maybe I'll give him that instead of that. Let's try that, because I think we will be fighting quite a few Eldritch. How about our Grave Robber? 2 speed and 20% move resist is decent. What else? %10 accuracy for range skills. Yeah, that'll be good. Definitely want that. There's another Grave Robber charm. 25% blight skill chance and +1 speed for -4 dodge. I prefer the +2 speed and 20% move resist, probably. And then our antiquarian will give back the 25% protection. And let's give her a 25% virtue chance as well. Why not? And these are both the same, so it doesn't matter which one we give her. That does mean we're not using Dismiss's Head, which is a great item. We could give that to our Grave Robber instead of the 2 speed. Yeah, let's do that. Dismiss's Head. Alright. So this is an interesting group. We are going to get a little bit more stress than typical because of the items we've chosen, but that's probably okay. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, they've given us a shovel from the Grave Robber. That is nice. We will take an additional 1 or 2 of those, probably 2 of those. 3 keys. We did use all of those last time, so it is good to have more. I will want 2 stacks of torches. That's a little bit overkill, but we may want to burn some stuff, so that's fine. And we will take 24 food, because my healing... Actually, my healing's pretty decent. I'll take it anyway. That's okay. We have plenty of money. It's not a problem. Let's take a couple holy waters and a couple medicinal herbs. A bandage might be nice, especially since we have the occultist with us and he could bleed us with his healing. Alright, once again, I have taken too many things, but that's the way it's going to be. Oh, I should have taken some medicinal herbs. Crap, forgot that this was a good area for those. That's alright. Most of the time, what the medicinal herbs will give you in this area is extra food, and we've taken plenty.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
That was a decent scout. Explore 90% of rooms. Okay, so let's take a look at our map. We have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 rooms. That means we can skip one of them. Alright, in that case, we will probably skip this one. We could go up, over... Ooh, what's the best way to do this? I'm looking. Huh. I'm sure there's an ideal way to do this, but at the moment I am not seeing it. Let me think about this. There is a way. I know there is. I'm sure there's a way. We'll figure it out as we go. We may have to backtrack once or twice, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay, trap disarms, 70, 50, 90, and 60. We will take the 90, definitely. Very good. And a little bit of stress reduced already. Nice. Let's go. First battle.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Alright, we want to get rid of these swine wrenches as soon as possible. They can disease us and give us negative perks. We do not want any part of that. The drummer is important, of course, because of the stress he can inflict, so that is worth considering as well. We do have a blight on her now. Festering Vapors 2. 2 points per round for 3 rounds is decent, and it does a little bit of damage. 1 to 2. Not a lot of damage, but a little bit of damage. And then Nervous Stab has been upgraded, so it does a tad more as well. Yeah, let's just go ahead and stab someone. Okay, marking our Grave Robber. I'm not thrilled about that, but that's okay. Flashing Daggers is pretty decent, especially with the chance to bleed on it. Or no, it doesn't. Just decreases bleed resist. Forgot about that. Which is good. Pick to the Face is very strong. 4 to 9, 5 to 12 damage with a 10% crit chance is great. Flashing Daggers has a 10% crit chance as well. Thrown Dagger is insane. 5 to 12 with a 15% crit chance. And then we have Poison Darts for a little bit of Blight and some Blight resist, some debuffs for Blight resist as well. But these guys are generally pretty resistant to Blight. They live in it, after all. So let's just Flashing Daggers here.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Alright, Sacrificial Stab, Hands from the Abyss. Demon's Pull would be very good on the Slime Wrench. Let's do that. This also, Demon's Pool, also, by the way, gets rid of any current corpses, which is very nice. Ooh, 1 damage left. That's unfortunate. I really thought we would be able to kill him there. If he gets to go again, I'm going to be very sad. But no, we got flashing daggers first. Very nice.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Let's go ahead and reduce this guy's accuracy. Hopefully if he gets to go again, he will not be able to hit us. Nice crit.
Blow.
Ooh, he did get the hit. And our Grave Robber is already very low with a bleed on her, which is not good. Let's go ahead and heal her up a little bit. It's not going to help a lot, but... Oh, her bleed is 4 damage a round. I did not realize it was so strong. Wow. We will definitely go ahead and cure that. We did bring a bandage, right? Yes, we did. Good.
They can be beaten.
But she's going to take some debuffs because of that Death's Door recovery. Wow, that was a very, very fast Death's Door. I did not expect that. We will try to get a heal on her early in the next combat. That was a little risky if she had not managed to disarm that, but she had a 90% chance, so I was, you know, decently confident.
Radiance, may we find victory.
Okay, well then, we know we have a room battle here and a hallway battle. Let's avoid that for the moment, and let's go check out this room that has 2 curios. Okay, not too bad. Ah, these are the ones you want to burn, definitely. And I believe that burning them removes a negative quirk for sure. So let's take a look. Who has a negative quirk? Dark Temptation would be a nice one to get rid of, definitely. None of those are too bad. Gambler is not bad, really. And Scattering, minus 5% damage on ranged kills, not a big deal because she doesn't do any damage, as we've seen. So I think Dark Temptation is the one we would like to get rid of. Let's go ahead and throw a torch on that. Dark Temptation quirk removed. Excellent. You are cured of everything. Great.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
I'd like to see those scrolls in a run like this. I am tempted to just avoid this room. Just go over here, come back, go down, and go over. I don't think I will do that. We will not use our Grave Robber this time. I feel like I'm tempting fate. Let's use our Hellion here instead. 60% chance, or 70%? I think it was 70%. No room battle here, so we don't have to worry about the light at the moment. Oh, another scouting. Nice. No room battle there either. Okay, we'll just let the light be low for a second while we check out these curios, and then pop it before we go take out that room battle. Okay. Oh, wow, a Shambler altar. Tempting. Very tempting, but we have the Antiquarian, and the Antiquarian is not exactly good in combat. We have her for other reasons, right? So I am not willing to fight the Shambler with this team. The Antiquarian becomes more and more valuable the longer you're in a mission, so you can get all of that, you know, loot and stuff. Or it seems like it to me, right? I could be wrong, but it seems like it to me that they're more useful the more loot you can get, and taking on the Shambler is not going to help us with that. Ah, not quite a kill. Very close. Let's break through here. Nice.
Destroy them.
Flashing daggers can't hit both, unfortunately, but we can take out the one of them. Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, that was pretty straightforward.
Maintain the offensive.
We're just going to check out this room. We'll turn right around and come back and then go down. It is tempting to go fight the Shambler again, but it would be foolhardy with a party member who's basically just a walking treasure magnet. She can't do much else. So this would be a place where the medicinal herbs would be good. We're not going to do that because we don't have any. Oh, we do have some. Oh. I didn't realize we had any. One second. They don't like backing up. It's bad for their stress. But we're going to do it because I didn't realize we had medicinal herbs. And I do want to use those. Okay, got a little buff. Oh, 30% damage. Wow. We should have given that to anyone else. Preferably the Grave Robber would have been good, but the Hellion would have been fine as well. Not to the Antiquarian. That was silly of me. I couldn't remember what it did. It was just my bad memory.
Be gone, fiend.
Nice dodge. Very, very good. I do want to get heal off on our Grave Robber. This is a good opportunity. 17 healing. And resisted the blade. Well, she's back to full.
Another one falls.
I think I was talking about this at one other point, but you know, a lot of people
Remind
are
yourself
reluctant
that overconfidence
to.
is a slow and insidious killer.
A lot of people are really reluctant to use the occultist as a healer. They're so scared of that bleed, and maybe they should be. Maybe I'm the one who's in the wrong here. But you'll notice that I did not level up his heal the last time I had an occultist who leveled, because if you level up the heal, it becomes 0 to 15, but the bleed becomes 2 points per round for 3 rounds instead of 1. To me, that's not worth it. An extra 2 possible healing at the top end for an extra 2 bleed if you get the bleed. But I like his heal, especially with people who are resistant to bleeds. And really, I look at this heal as not 0 to 13, but as... What's the best way to say this? Basically, the worst it could be, right? The worst possible could be is -3, the way I have it kitted right now. But the best it could be is 13. And that's without any of the trinkets we have. Consider that with the extra 30% healing skills trinket, all of a sudden, if you get the max, which is 13, like you're looking at something like 4 or 5 extra healing, right? So it could possibly be 17, which we just saw, but it could even get as high as, 18. So I look at this as a -3 to 18 heal, right? There's your range, -3 to 18. Take an average out of that, and you're looking at 8 to 9 healing, maybe probably 8 is a fair way to look at it. An average of 8 healing, and where we look at the Vestal with the same level of skill has a 4 to 5 heal guaranteed. So 8 healing versus 4 to 5, right? But there are those times where you can get a 0 heal with a bleed, and it just really wrecks you, right? So there is a downside to it, clearly. But times like that where 1 heal can take your character up to full health, that almost makes it worth it to me. I like it. It's just, there's so much joy in seeing that heal come through and being like, oh my gosh, that was such a good heal. And it is efficient, right? If the cultist only has to use 1 round to heal a character back to full, he can use the rest of his rounds doing something more important. If the Vestal has to heal someone back to full,
for a task well performed,
that's a really good trinket. If the Vestal has to heal someone back to full, it can take her 3 or 4 rounds to get them back to full, and while she's doing that, she can't do anything else. So, I don't know. I also find the occultist in general more useful than the Vestal damage-wise. So I just like having him around. I think he is my preferred healer. That's probably an obvious statement, if you guys have been watching this for any length of time at all. It's probably very obvious that I prefer the occultist to the Vestal as a healer. But in case you're crashing in for some reason on this episode, there you go. That's my rationale.
clarified in a single strike.
Okay, interesting. Flashing daggers might not be bad here. If she crits, it'll be a kill. If she doesn't, not so much. That could be good too. Let's just flashing daggers. We could follow up with a breakthrough. Might take out all 3 of these. Hands from Abyss might not be bad either. Sacrificial stab. Yeah, let's just let's sacrificial stab one of them. Ooh, a miss. Okay, breakthrough then. Very nice.
Give them no quarter.
Okay, that 1 damage per round is not too bad. Would like to get rid of this drummer, definitely. Got to go. That's alright. We do have a campfire, so we'll use that to reduce a little bit of the stress we're gaining. We should do that sooner rather than later, because it is getting a little high. Yeah, I guess we'll break through. Nice crit. That'll help a little bit with the stress. And lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Ooh, we don't have room for nearly any of that. What do we want here? Let's go ahead and, use a little bit of our food. Take some more. We'll drop our bandage there. We definitely want this rare antique. That is very valuable, as it said. What else? We can probably get rid of these medicinal herbs. We're probably not going to use much more of them. Either that or the holy waters. We could just take them. Let's just give that to 2 of our heroes. And drop the medicinal herbs so we can take everything. I will go 1 more room at least. Oh, I'm not sure what this does. But the Barbarian is going to touch it, or the Hellion is going to touch it. And gets a negative quirk. Bloodthirsty. Alright, what is that? Fascinated with injury, wounds, and torture. Okay. I don't know if we should flagellate you then. That might be a problem. We'll see.
The light.
At the moment, she doesn't need any stress relief, so it won't be a problem, but we'll have to keep that in mind if we ever do need to stress relieve her. We'll just keep going. Oh, a trap there. Alright. Not much damage, if any. Did she take any damage from that? I don't think she did. Okay, journal page. Interesting. Have we read this one? Yes, we have. This is the one where he's upset at Mizir. We'll go ahead and just not take that with us. Alright. What's next? Nothing. Okay, that's it. Oh, we did only have to, we could skip 2 rooms. We will continue adventuring, definitely. We'll go check out this last room, and then we will camp. Oh, another one of these. Alright, well, she's gonna touch it again. And she's infected. Well, that's annoying. Syphilis. -5 accuracy, -10% damage, -10% max HP. Unfortunately, we don't have the Plague Doctor with us, because he can actually cure diseases with one of his camping skills. That would be handy right about now. And nothing in this last room either. Alright, well, let's camp. And we will feast, of course.
In the dark. The battle may yet be won.
And let's see what we have available. Reject the Gods is great for non-religious groups. Revel, Pep Talk, alright. Unspeakable Commune gives people stress, prevents ambushes. Dark Strength. Huh, 1 companion gets extra damage, alright, interesting. 30% scouting chance, alright. Gallows Humor is pretty good. We can go ahead and try that. All companions have a chance at -20 with a small chance of +10. That's not too bad. Oh, wow, we got unlucky there, didn't we? That was very unlucky, in fact. Produces a random trinket. We should probably do that, sure. 20% move resist. All right, well, we can sell it if nothing else, right? Yeah, I'm not really thrilled with the options we have for stress relief here. Not thrilled at all. Already gets -20 stress, though. That's good. Yeah, we'll do that. Anything else? We could do Unspeakable Commune for 7 stress. I really don't want to do that. I'm not sure I mind getting the nighttime ambush. Okay, let's just see if we get it or not. We might. We did not. We will take off.
The twisting tunnels seem a little less...
That didn't seem very valuable for us, honestly. That wasn't nearly as impressive as taking the Antiquarian on a long run. 6,000. Not too bad. 10,000 total. Actually, more like 11,000 between everything. Yeah, I feel like the Antiquarian is much more valuable in longer quests, but it's, you know, it's still valuable regardless, probably. It's just not as valuable. Armor Tinker. Nice. Ooh. Okay, that's alright. And Off Guard. Wow, really bad perks. Interesting. Well, we can take our Barbarian, or our Hellion, I should say.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Okay, Pifini's still missing, no big deal. We removed Lazy Eye from Vipont, which is good. We'll go ahead and put Thibaust into the medical ward to remove syphilis. Only 750 for that, not too bad. As soon as possible, I want to upgrade this. So we only need 1 more deed. So I'm going to go ahead and trade for it. There we go. Okay, now that does, of course...
A stronger shield. Anything to prolong a soldier's life.
That does, of course, mean that we have to spend a lot of money to upgrade everyone that was missing that upgrade. So let's go ahead and do that. We have a decent amount of money. If we get low, we'll sell some trinkets. There's quite a few that we're not using, let's be honest. I don't think we're going to need to, though. I think that's everyone who needed that. Oh, Vipont could now use a level up. Actually, all the way to that, which is good. See, anyone else? Okay, that did take us down pretty low. Let's take a look at our trinkets here. We will unequip all. And we will sort by rarity. And what here are we unlikely to use? Extra stun skill chance for -2 dodge. Yeah, we'll go ahead and sell that. 5 protection for -1 speed. Probably sell that. We have better ones already. 20% move resist. Probably don't want that. We'll sell that. +4 dodge for -1 speed. Meh. Extra bleed skill chance. That could come in handy. We'll sell one of these. I kind of like the rest of those. That gives us 10,000. That's more than enough to go on any mission we would like to. I think. I think it is. Okay, well. Yeah, okay. That's probably good for now. Let's take a look at our new heroes we have available. Another Man-at-Arms. We don't have one of those anymore. Oh, he has a Torn Rotator. Really? Okay, we're gonna pass on him then. I don't want him. Another Hellion. Bloodthirsty and Fragile. With 1% crit, probably not worth it. Another Arbalist is a dud hitter. And a Stress Faster, alright. And a Crusader. The Crusader's fine, but the rest of those I don't really have any desire to have. And, I guess we might as well take the Crusader. He's decent.
A mighty sword arm anchored by holy purpose. A zealous warrior.
This is kind of nice. Heroes of Resolve level 1 will sometimes appear in the Stagecoach. Not bad. We'll consider getting that at some point. I could put some people in stress relief, but I'm not that concerned about it. No, not really concerned. Is there anyone I would like to remove a quirk from? That's kind of important. And Rathgeber could use some, He does have some range skills. I could get rid of Scattering. There's gotta be something that's more important to get rid of right now, though. Misses the Spot would be nice to get rid of. Off Guard is pretty bad. Scattering is decently bad for her, but not the end of the world. Thanatophobia is not terrible. Go back up to the top here. Clumsy is pretty bad. We could get rid of that. Calm is not great. Yeah, Herbert has some problems, that's for sure. Maybe we should get rid of Scattering. Is that really the best thing to get rid of? It can't be, can it? Misses the Spot would be nice to get rid of too, but it's really not that bad. One crit is, you know, not great, but it's not terrible either. Man, I don't know. I guess we will get rid of Misses the Spot. That's the only one that I'm really that concerned about. So, Rathgeber, come in here. And let's get rid of Scattering before it locks in. We can also lock positive quirks. Do we have enough? No, we need 10 to unlock another medical word slot. Let's go ahead and get rid of Scattering. We will have to consider at some point trying to lock in positive quirks we really like. There were some here that I really want to keep. Like Healer's Gift is really good for a Vestal. She's also diseased. We should take care of that at some point. Eagle Eye is decent, but not for a Houndmaster. There was definitely something I had that I absolutely loved on whoever it was. 5 accuracy is always great. Natural swing is good on anyone. Doesn't matter who it is. Oh, unerring is decent on a plague doctor. Not as good as it would be on a highwayman or an arbalist, but still decent. Yeah, okay. None of these are insanely good. Well, that probably is. Natural Eye, maybe one we want to lock in. 5% accuracy on range skills. Everything he has is ranged except for Sacrificial Stab. So that's basically just 5% extra accuracy, which is great. That might be one to consider. Unerring is good, but again, not on a Vestal as much as it would be on like an Arbalist. If we did get that on an Arbalist ever, if we got Unerring, we would lock it in. Okay, well, worth keeping in mind. You can do that as well in the treatment word. You can lock in positive quirks. At least you used to be able to. I haven't tried to do it since I started playing again, so I guess we should find out at some point. And nothing too exciting here. Yeah. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. I will be back with more Darkest Dungeon pretty soon. I plan on playing another episode right now. And I will see you then. Thank you very much.